you really build your innovation on evidence or on belief? I am Aurélie Moser, an innovation coach, and with my company BAM Booster, we help teams turning dangerous assumptions into valuable evidence. Your idea is built on assumption, things you believe are true but haven't been proven yet. And each card in this castle represents one assumption you or your team have about your market, your technology, your customer. You and your team sit at the top of this castle, but if one critical assumption is wrong, the whole thing collapses. Each assumption corresponds to one of these three risks. Desirability. Do our customer want the solution? Feasibility. Can we do it? And the third one is viability. Could we have a sustainable business model? So your mission is like Sherlock Holmes. It's find evidence to prove or disprove your assumption. When you begin, confirm desirability first before diving into technology. The number one mistake with teams is that they'll fall in love with their solution while customers don't actually want it. This risk can be reduced by testing the desirability of your idea first. So let me show you how. For desirability, you might have this type of assumption. Customer needs. Could be restaurant owners are frustrated with food waste and want our solution. Don't assume you understand their real pain points. A second assumption could be around your value proposition. Our food waste tracking app will be so valuable that busy restaurant managers will change their daily routine to use it. So, how to test your assumption around your customer needs? You could visit restaurants and watch how do they currently handle food inventory and waste, and ask what's your biggest challenge with food waste, how much time do you spend on inventory. Focus on understanding their current frustration, not pitching your solution. Then to test your value proposition, you could create a simple mock-up video showing how your app works. Show that to restaurant owner and watch their reaction, as excited or confused. Here, my invitation is leave your lab, your desk, and talk to people. Adopt a beginner, naive mindset to collect the data. And be disciplined when it comes to collection and analysis of those evidence. So now, feasibility. Team always focus on the question, can the technology work? But it's only one part of the question. Let me give you two critical examples. You could look at organizational assumption and readiness. Is our local manufacturer able to scale from 100 to 10,000 units in 6 months? It could also be around legal assumption. Can our product meet all the regulatory requirements to be accessible and launched in the European market? To test your organization readiness, and the partnership. You could schedule meetings with your current supplier to discuss their capacity limits. Also identify backup manufacturer. To test your legal aspect, you can create a regulatory checklist with industry experts to identify potential barrier early. So here, really my invitation when it comes to feasibility, don't only focus on technology. Partnership readiness, organizational readiness, legal compliance can make or break your project. Now let's look at the third risk and type of assumption. Viability. With viability, you might have assumption around pricing. Can we quantify how much this problem currently costs companies and price accordingly? It could also be an assumption around budget allocation and who decide. The IT head makes all the purchasing decisions for software like ours, and we know what criteria they use to decide. So to test this assumption, you could do a research competitor pricing for the budget allocation question. You could interview decision maker, not just the end user, and ask questions like who else is involved in this decision? What factors matter most when choosing this type of solution? And of course, how much does this problem cost you today. So my invitation for viability assumption is early on identify who will pay, as the person paying often has different priority than the person using your product. So testing early your assumption will save time and money. And if you are curious to see how to start testing and how to avoid the main mistake, look at the third video. Bye bye.